Did you know that over 85% of people struggle with low self-esteem and negative self-talk at some point in their lives? That's a staggering number, so common, yet often left unchecked. Why do we let these voices control our lives? Today we're exploring how Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of mental resilience, can help us tackle our negative thoughts and empower us to live more fulfilling lives. Let's start with a big idea. Our thoughts are not just whispers in the mind, they are the loud voices that dictate our happiness, our actions, even our relationships. Stoic philosophy teaches that while we might not control the world around us, we can control our perceptions of it. This is where Stoicism shines. Imagine a situation where you're overlooked for a promotion. Negative thinking might lead you to believe, "I'm just not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," according to Stoics like Epictetus. It's not the event itself that disturbs us, but our interpretation of it. Instead of spiraling into doubt, a Stoic might reinterpret this as an opportunity for growth, maybe even a push to learn new skills. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, offered a deep insight that's critical to overcoming negative thinking. He said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Many of our negative thoughts come from beliefs rooted so deep, we don't even notice them consciously. Think of someone who always expects the worst outcome. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah doesn't realize it, but her mindset stems from growing up in a family that constantly warned her about risks. Those fears grew into a pattern of negativity that she calls just being realistic. By identifying these influences, Sarah can start questioning her assumptions and breaking free from the unconscious chains of doubt. Fear plays a huge role in negative thinking. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, all of these can spiral into catastrophic thoughts, where your mind jumps to the worst-case scenario before anything has even happened. Here, Stoicism offers a brilliant tool called premeditation of evils. Let's say you're worried about a big presentation at work. The Stoic approach: visualize the worst-case scenario calmly. You forget your words, your slides freeze, your audience looks unimpressed. But then, what's next? You survive, you learn, and maybe you even laugh about it later. By mentally rehearsing the worst case, you realize it's manageable, and that's where you regain control over your fears. We live in a world that constantly tells us we're not enough, whether it's not rich enough, not successful enough, not smart enough. These messages plant seeds of doubt, which grow into towering weeds of insecurity and comparison. Social media is one of the biggest culprits here. Imagine scrolling through perfect vacation photos, successful job updates, or fitness transformations. It's easy to feel inferior, but Stoicism teaches us to shift our focus from external validation to internal values. So instead of thinking, "I'll never be like them," try asking yourself, "What virtues am I nurturing today?" This simple change in focus can transform comparison into self-respect and motivation. One of the most powerful Stoic principles is action. Epictetus said, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Negative thoughts lose power when we're engaged in meaningful action. Consider Tom, who often doubts his abilities at work. Instead of just thinking he's not cut out for this, he starts setting small goals and taking consistent action to improve. Every time he takes a step forward, he weakens the power of his negative self-talk and builds a habit of confidence. In Stoicism, it's not just about thinking better. It's about doing better. Words are powerful, not just in our interactions with others, but especially in the way we speak to ourselves. Stoicism advises us to choose our words carefully, for words influence thoughts, and thoughts shape our lives. Imagine a friend constantly saying, "I'll probably mess this up," versus saying, "I'll give it my best shot." The first choice of words plants seeds of doubt, the second opens a door to confidence. So, in your own self-talk, focus on words that empower you, like "I am capable of handling challenges," rather than "I'm terrible at this." This shift in language is more than semantics, it's a powerful way to reframe reality. One often overlooked aspect of negative thinking is the influence of our environment. Seneca, one of the great Stoics, advised associate with people who are likely to improve you. This doesn't mean we only need cheerful friends. It means surrounding ourselves with those who support and challenge us in positive ways. Let's take James, who finds himself drained by a negative social circle. Instead, he joins a hiking club, meets others passionate about growth, and finds he's spending less time doubting himself. This change isn't about running from negativity, it's about choosing environments that reinforce a healthier mindset. One of Stoicism's core practices is self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher emperor, kept a journal to reflect on his thoughts, actions, and reactions. This wasn't just for venting, it was a tool for mental renewal, a way to consciously shape his mind each day. Every morning or evening, take a few moments to reflect on any negative thoughts you had and consider how a Stoic would reinterpret them. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'm terrible at this," write it down, but then add, "What did I learn today that I can use tomorrow?" This kind of introspection gradually builds resilience and shapes a more optimistic, constructive outlook. Another Stoic strategy to combat negativity is beginning each day with a simple affirmation or reflection. A quote from Epictetus, like, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," can set a tone for the day. Daily practices like these are the building blocks for a renewed mind. Place a favorite Stoic quote by your mirror or set it as your phone's lock screen. Let it be a gentle reminder throughout the day, guiding you back to a place of calm and perspective when negativity tries to creep in. At the end of the day, Stoicism is about action as much as insight. It's not just about recognizing negative thoughts, but reshaping them and choosing our responses with intention. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This is a call to own our thoughts, and in doing so, own our lives. Thank you for watching the video to the end. If you liked the video, put a like, subscribe to our channel, share this video on social networks, and write your opinion in the comments. It will help to promote this video in YouTube so that as many people who need it heard this information.